On September 15, 2017, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission heard testimony on a petition to ban electronics casings, furniture, mattresses, and children's products that contained any organohalogen flame retardant. Throughout this video, the term OFR refers to the chemical class of organohalogen flame retardants.
Our first panel includes Dr. Linda Birnbaum, the Director of the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences and the National Toxicology Program.
The evidence is built to the point that all of these chemicals and all future chemicals of this class, if they are not chemically bonded to the substrate, are going to escape into the environment and then into people.
Have we run across an OFR that seems to have such a low level of inherent toxicity that you could even speculate that it might be shown not to present a serious health hazard to human beings?
In my knowledge, I know of none that don't have the potential to cause serious effects. And again, I would stress that they are never present one at a time. It is a complex mixture to which you are exposed.
What are the health effects?
Organohalogen flame retardants are associated with a wide range of serious adverse health effects, including reproductive impairment, neurological effects including IQ decrements and learning deficits, endocrine disruption, and interference with thyroid hormone action, genotoxicity, cancer, and immune disorders.
Are we exposed?
In this graph, we're looking at the HBCD level in dust on the left-hand side and distance from television set on the bottom. HBCD levels are highest in dust directly by the TV, and levels drop dramatically as you move away from the TV. This gradient of effect strongly suggests that these products are the sources of the flame retardant emissions to dust. Here, we're looking at PBDE levels in dust on the left-hand side in relation to whether or not products are present. When you remove a product containing flame retardants, the TV, the PBDE levels fell dramatically by almost 80%. So this very clear relationship between the timing of the presumed cause and effect strongly suggests that these products are major contributors to flame retardant loading in dust.
In fact, much of what we know about the toxicity of organohalogens and other chemical additives to products is that it is not obvious until it is too late.
So I think unless we approach it as a class, we're going to find ourselves in the same situation 5 years, 10 years down the road.
On September 20th, the Consumer Product Safety Commission announced their decision.
We've heard testimony from some of the nation's most eminent scientists, both from government and academia, who are on the cutting edge of research into issues relating to chronic hazards, toxicity, and flame retardants. And there was virtual unanimity on several key points, and those are OFRs are toxic and prevent a host of hazards: cancer, mutagenicity, neurotoxicity, decreased IQ, impaired memory, learning deficits, endocrine disruption, thyroid interference, and the list goes on and on and on with respect to toxicity. And among the gathered experts, there was virtual unanimity on how best to deal with OFRs. They need to be banned as a class to avoid this notion of regrettable substitution.
If at the end of the day, we look back on this decision and say, we made a mistake, I'd far rather us make the mistake that ends up being too protective of children than one that pulls short of that. Parents and caregivers deserve to know. They deserve to know that their household furniture, electronics, children's products, durable infant products are not exposing them and their families to toxic chemical dust.
This landmark ruling by a U.S. federal agency sets an important precedent. Instead of a chemical-by-chemical approach, it limits the use of an entire class of toxic flame retardant chemicals.